This anime begins with a demon named Akutsu Masatora, who is pretending to be a new kid at a high school. Masatora has this funny look because he's got some bald spots on his head. This catches the attention of his teacher, Shiromura, and all his new buddies. They're all curious about why he's got those bald patches. When they start feeling sorry for him, Masatora secretly smirks to himself, thinking how easy it is to trick humans. But just as Masatora is about to introduce himself, Shiromura spots something fishy on his head. Shiromura yanks at it, and turns out it's a fake hair. Everyone's jaws drop because it turns out Masatora actually has a full head of hair. Meanwhile, Shiromura is not too happy with Masatora playing tricks on him. Once Masatora finished introducing himself, he couldn't help but notice a cute girl named Lily Almani sitting nearby. His heart raced, and he even started daydreaming about going out with her. But his daydreams came crashing down when another guy in class, Hirota Kensuke, tried to tell Lily he liked her. Kensuke got turned down, though. Just then, another student named Tanagoa Yuya came over to apologize to Lily for Kensuke's awkwardness. Later, Yuya and Kensuke invited Masatora to talk in the hallway. Kensuke asked Masatora if he felt lost at school, and Masatora, curious about Lily, asked about her too. Turns out, Lily is a new kid who's part Japanese and part American, and she just moved to Japan. At that time, lots of guys at school liked Lily because she was really pretty. Then, Kensuke told Masatora that if he wanted to talk to her, he needed to be strong because Kensuke got turned down by her 5 times before. But instead of scaring Masatora, this made him even more curious about Lily because she had a way of making guys go crazy for her. One day after school, Masatora was walking home and thinking about how to talk to Lily when he accidentally bumped into her. He was surprised to see her coming out of a narrow alley. Lily explained she got lost, so Masatora saw this as his chance to talk to her. But he didn't know what to say. At that moment, Lily saw he was nervous and introduced herself first. When they shook hands, Masatora noticed Lily's uniform was torn from the bump. He wanted to fix it for her, but Lily said no. Instead, she invited him to have tea together. After hanging out at the cafe, Lily and Masatora walked home together, chatting along the way. While Lily was crossing the street, a truck rushed towards her, but Masatora used his special powers to shield her from harm. There, Lily noticed something strange about Masatora and quickly pulled him away so people wouldn't notice his amazing strength. Soon after, they sat down in the city park, and Lily asked Masatora how he was feeling. There, he tried to assure her he was okay. Lily thanked him for saving her, and then she noticed a change in the shape of his ears. Finally, Masatora admitted he was a demon. He even showed his true demon form to Lily and explained that he came to the human world because of a battle between demons and angels. He was tasked with finding a human who could become a leader among demons. At that time, Masatora asked Lily for help and invited her to the demon world. Hearing all of this, Lily admitted she never thought a demon could protect and understand her. Then, she surprised Masatora by revealing herself as an angel sent from the sky. She approached him, laughing, and bound him with a chain of light. In that moment, Masatora looked surprised and tried to break free from the chain, but Lily told him it was impossible because it was an angel's special chain. She was a powerful angel, so her chains were stronger than most angel weapons. She explained she had been in the narrow alley to confront a demon, whom she later purified. Feeling tricked by an angel, Masatora got angry. Despite the chain being tough to break, he managed to destroy it. Then, they started fighting. But Lily's strength was much greater, and Masatora got caught again in the light chain. There, Lily admitted Masatora wasn't like other demons she'd met, so she regretted having to purify him. Upon hearing that, Masatora feared being purified, but Lily offered to help him if he shared information about the demon world. However, Masatora didn't trust her because she was ready to purify him with her sickle weapon. When Masatora had given up, Lily surprised him by changing her mind about purifying him and instead offered him a job. Upon hearing that, Masatora refused, not wanting to work with the enemy. But then Lily teased him, saying she wanted to stay with him. She explained she wanted to hire him for her mysterious goals. But if he still refused, she threatened to spread rumors on social media that he was a bad guy. Worried about his reputation, Masatora agreed to Lily's request. She gave him a dog collar to prove he was her servant for as long as she wanted. Masatora couldn't argue much because Lily was stronger than him. She asked him to wear the collar so she could keep track of him easily. Masatora was concerned it would put him in danger with his demon friends. Upon hearing that, Lily was surprised demons could have strong friendships. Then, Masatora explained demons socialize and care about each other, and he couldn't betray his friends. Soon after, Masatora tried to take off the dog collar, but it was impossible. Only Lily could remove it. She explained that the collar suppressed his demon powers and let her control him. If he disobeyed, she could take over his body completely. To prove it, she made him move against his will. Since Masatora had followed her orders, Lily asked what he wanted in return. Surprisingly, Masatora asked her to kick him. Just as he got ready, a park security guard showed up and mistook them for something inappropriate. Panicking, they ran into a narrow alley to hide. Then, Lily asked if Masatora would help her with her mission, but he still preferred being purified over putting other demons in danger. There, Lily promised not to purify him, but he had to serve her. She wanted to make him a better person as a reward, but Masatora wasn't interested. Soon after, they had to flee again when the security guard found them. When Masatora got home, he saw in the mirror that the dog collar he wore had disappeared and turned into a tattoo on his neck. He was puzzled, but Lily quickly messaged him, explaining that the collar had fused with his body. Masatora, who had only been on Earth for a day, felt frustrated because Lily could now know everything he thought or did. He was annoyed that the tattoo would ruin his plans to go to the beach and flirt with girls. Meanwhile, at Lily's house, she was determined to complete her secret mission and prove her worth to the heavenly world. She also wanted to change Masatora into a better person to achieve her goals on Earth. Flashback to when Masatora met his boss, Liz. There, Liz told Masatora to go to the human world and find someone who could lead the demon army against the angels. She believed this mission was crucial for the demon world's future. To gain human sympathy, Masatora mingled with them. After meeting Lily, he decided to turn her into a demon to end the feud between demons and angels. Recently, he had an idea for his plan while watching TV. The next day, Masatora went to school feeling really sure of himself, and his friends noticed. He told them he just changed his hair, but Kensuke thought his chin looked different too. Then, Lily walked in looking more beautiful than usual. It turns out, they both changed their hairstyles on purpose after watching the same TV show. They wanted to impress each other and achieve their own goals. So, Masatora wanted Lily to notice him more, and Lily wanted to help Masatora look better. And it worked. They were both really into each other. During class, Masatora and Lily tried to get each other's attention like they were in a boxing match. When Lily gave Masatora an eraser, he got flustered, showing her scored a point. After class, Shiramura asked Lily to take some papers to the teacher's room. She asked Masatora for help while he was talking with Kensuke and Yuya. With her cute face, Lily captivated Masatora, making him admit her skill at making guys weak. At that time, Masatora, not wanting to lose, quickly flexed his muscles to get her attention. But then, Shiramura interrupted, telling them not to flirt in class. Then, they agreed to stop. Days later, Lily waited for Masatora, but he never showed up. Feeling bored, she was bothered by two guys who tried to get her to go with them. She ignored them until Masatora surprised her with his charm. But turns out, the guys were more interested in him. Knowing that, Lily got annoyed and hit Masatora with a doll, scaring the guys away. There, Masatora didn't understand why Lily hit him. But when he said Lily looked beautiful and cute, she got embarrassed and nervous. When Masatora talked about how Lily used to look, she got mad and warned him not to bring up the past unless he wanted her to use a device that made his body move and express his feelings to Shiramura. Masatora couldn't believe it until he fell down and became a spectacle for everyone around. Not long after, they continued their plan to hunt demons. However, Masatora didn't seem too excited about it because he knew he might end up betraying his own people who Lily planned to purify. Soon after, Lily took him to a place where wild dogs often attacked women, suspecting it was actually demons targeting the women there. When she asked how far Masatora could sense a demon, he said he could sense strong ones from far away but weak ones were harder to find. Upon hearing that, Lily teased him, saying his power would be useless if the demons hid their aura. At that time, Masatora didn't like being underestimated but stayed calm. Then, he felt a strong demon nearby but didn't tell Lily so she wouldn't attack it. At the same time, they checked the town for hidden demons but found nothing. Because they got nothing, they decided to eat at a restaurant where Masatora sensed the demonic aura again, making him uneasy.